What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview of the Atletico Madrid away game. Champions League quarter-final, second leg time, Wednesday 13th of April 2022 with an 8 PM BST kickoff time. It's Atletico Madrid taking on Manchester City at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium in Madrid. Manchester City have a narrow 1-0 lead, no away goals, all to play for. Big game. But before I crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 100 likes is the aim. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. And lastly, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by kitbag.com. This video is brought to you by kitbag.com, who are offering you a Fanatics experience. You can buy all the latest Manchester City shirts, shorts, socks, and much more when it comes to City memorabilia. You can buy all the latest kits for this season. You can also find previous season's kits, as well as the new releases of City shirts for next season when they are released. You will get a fantastic deal with lots of affordable prices and discount codes available to ensure you get the best deal. You will also find access to other teams' memorabilia too, including those based in the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga 1, other kits from teams around the world, international kits, as well as options for men, women and children. What are you waiting for? All links and details are in the description. And yes, I did get my 1956 Manchester City FA Cup winners retro jersey from here. Thank you very much to kitbag.com for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check them out, then all the details and all the links are in the description. Rightio, Atletico, they lost this weekend away at Mallorca 1-0. Poor result. They're part of a pretty strong team too. Joao Felix did have a rest, but he did come on as a substitute. And as I said in the build-up to this game for the first leg, this is Atletico's best chance of silverware and a successful season for them. This game, with a win, more than likely sets up a Madrid derby for them in the semi-final. For Manchester City, we drew this weekend against Liverpool at home, finished 2-2. It was a high-energy game which saw Manchester City now have the Premier League title in their own hands, and Liverpool do not. That game will have taken a lot out of Manchester City, both mentally and physically, so we could see a little bit of squad rotation being put in play from Manchester City. Liverpool, they do play a lot differently to Atletico. Liverpool like to play with a high line, they press, they run a lot. Atletico tend to sit much deeper, more of a kick and chase. They will look to frustrate Manchester City, but just like Liverpool, they do like to run a lot as well. So this will take a lot of work for City to work their way around Atletico Madrid. We already know that from the first leg. So we do know what to expect from Atletico. And Atletico, they're going to go into this game, they're going to try and buy anything that they can get from the referee. They're going to sit deep, they're going to look to try and limit Manchester City's opportunities in the hope that one or two of their opportunities for them will be put away, and there will be opportunities. They will have 2 or 3 opportunities in this game. They're in front of their own fans, so I am expecting them to turn up, try and motivate the players, put the pressure onto the players for them to try and attack a little bit more, which may open the game up a little bit. It could suit Manchester City, it may not suit Manchester City if City have prepared for Atletico to sit as firm and as deep as what they did in that first leg. What's very crucial here is Manchester City do have a lead. We've got a first leg lead. It's a slender one, but it's a lead nonetheless, so it does mean that Atletico must win this game. And for Man City, just like the Liverpool game at the weekend, this is a do not lose for us. If that happens, we go through to the semi-final of the Champions League. Now, the dangers, they lie with Griezmann and Felix up top. Their pace can hurt Manchester City. Thankfully, we will have Kyle Walker back from his 3-match suspension to try and deal with at least one of them dangers. Manchester City need to make sure they're learning from the mistakes against Liverpool, staying switched on right from the whistle going, right through to the whistle going to end and conclude the game, because City caught out napping really in the first minute of the second half, so we can't afford to be doing this against Atletico. They will sense that if there is anything for them to gain out of this game, then they will do everything in their power to try and make that happen. Now, I am expecting chances to be pretty much for both teams few and far between, so like always, being clinical is key for both sides. Now, Atletico, big bonus for them. Man City have got Liverpool in the FA Cup at Wembley on Saturday. So Manchester City, our fixture list has been very congested. So if you're an Atletico fan watching this, I'll just clarify for you. We've placed you guys, Atletico, followed by a game against Liverpool, followed by the second leg here against Atletico once more, and then another match against Liverpool in a knockout competition to try and win what we regard in England as the most prestigious, prestigious and most historic domestic cup in the FA Cup, and City will be taking that seriously on Saturday. Liverpool will be taking that seriously as well, and so these are high pressure, high energy games, and for Man City to have a successful season, we've needed positive results, and in our last two games against you guys and against Liverpool, we have got that. Now we've got the return match here, and then another match against Liverpool, where if we can get success in these two games, then this has been a very successful couple of weeks for Manchester City, but things can still go disastrously wrong, including in this game with Atletico getting a result, and the permutations are very simple. Atletico win by 2, Atletico go through. Any draw or any win for Manchester City here in Madrid will send Manchester City through. If Atletico win by 1 goal, regardless of the score, whether it's 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, 4-3, etc., etc., the game will go to extra time. And if it remains a 1-0 deficit in favour of Atletico, then the game will go to penalties. So if I'm City, I would be working on that as a contingency, just in case. Now, for Manchester City, team news. Ruben Dias probably not going to start in this game. He is back in training, which is great news. He may make the bench. He might not. I'm not too sure. The thing is, though, he is training, which is good news, and he could be in contention for the weekend for this game. I think it comes a game too soon. We're having a look around elsewhere in the squad. I thought Sterling had a pretty good game against Liverpool. I'm not too sure he'll be starting in this game, along with Jesus. One of them, both did very well against Liverpool, is probably going to miss out in this game. Nathan Ake had a great game last week against Atletico. I don't think he'll be starting in this game, and maybe he deserves to start in this game, but I just don't think that he will. I think City will go with Stones and Laporte as the centre-backs, and with Walker being back, it'll be Cancelo going in at left-back, which Atletico didn't have last week, so that'll be interesting. Cole Palmer probably misses out here for Manchester City as well. For Atletico, team news for them, the big question is, will Jimenez be fit to partner Savic or not at the back? So I'm going to pop up my team prediction now for you guys. I'm going for Ederson in goal, Walker right back, Cancelo left back, and John Stones and Aymeric Laporte being City's 2 centre backs. I'm going for Rodri, De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva to be our midfield. I think our defence and midfield there is rather predictable. It's all about in attack who are Man City going to go for. I'm going for Phil Foden to lead Manchester City's line, and I'm going for Jesus to go on the right-hand side and Jack Grealish on the left-hand side. That means Mahrez, he could start, he could go out on the right-hand side, but if not, then we're looking towards players like Mahrez, like Sterling, to be able to make the difference and come off the bench for Manchester City if we need them to. The substitutes were a massive, massive bonus for us in the first leg, and they could be pivotal here in the second leg for this game as well. But for me, I'd go with Jesus right hand side, Grealish left hand side, and Foden through the middle. Foden caused Atletico all kinds of problems. I'd give him another 60-65 minutes, see how he's getting on. Jack Grealish was getting fouled a lot. He was getting very involved when he came on. Could be worthwhile maybe having Grealish come as an impact sub potentially and get Sterling on the left hand side and Jesus on the right hand side. That could happen. I'm not too sure if it will, but we'll have to wait and see. But in terms of this game, this is a huge game for Manchester City. This is just as big as the Liverpool game at the weekend. The Champions League is on the line for City. So City and Atletico, they'll both go for this because after the final whistle goes here, one of them two teams will exit the competition. There's just one goal in it. Atletico in front of their own fans. They're going to fancy their chances. It's going to be very difficult, and I think the key thing here for City is don't concede early. Make sure they're sitting very tight at the back, not giving Atletico any space or any room for manoeuvre. Be clinical in front of goal if we can. And also just play the game normally like you would if it was 0-0. That's don't concede early. Let's try and push for the first goal. And if we can get that first goal, try and push for the second goal. A killer 2-goal cushion. And treat it like a normal game. Because if we can do that and we can just sneak and get that first goal, then that would be a massive bonus. But 90 minutes is a long time. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a hostile atmosphere. There is going to be 5,000 less fans for Atletico's fans' antics in Manchester last week. So 5,000 fans aren't going to be allowed inside the stadium. I don't know how Atletico are going to decide on which 5,000 fans aren't going to be allowed into the stadium. I really hope that doesn't affect the away fans. If it is, that's a big, massive kick in the teeth, considering people are flying from the UK and elsewhere into Madrid to go to this game. So I don't really know how they're going to work that. It's very short notice that this has been put on Atletico 2 days before the game when it was announced. So we're looking at in what, 36 hours time or so that well, we'll already know who's gone through for this game. So it's very short notice. Vintage UEFA, classic UEFA. If people have ever wondered why City like to boo the Champions League anthem, it's to do with UEFA, not to do with the Champions League, not to do with the competition. It's all to do with UEFA. They don't like it. It's stuff like this. Because if City fans aren't allowed into the stadium, then to me, that's an absolute farce. It's a disgrace. But we'll see what happens with regards to that. Now, in terms of what happens for the game, my score prediction, I think this is going to finish 1-1, which is 2-1 Manchester City on aggregate. I think it's going to be a very close game. Atletico will be patient. Manchester City are going to have to be on it in attack. They're going to have to be on it when it comes to defending as well. And if they can put the chances away, then I'm confident. And if we can get the first goal, I'm confident not only can we go through, but we can go to Madrid and also win this game. But Atletico not to be ruled out. They're a decent side. They're very well organised. And if City want to go through, they're going to have to go through the battlefield in Madrid to play Atletico to get there. So the only way to get to Champions League semi-finals is to earn your place there. You don't get there through luck. You have to earn your place there. We did it last season. We need to do it again this season, this time in Madrid, not in Dortmund like we were in the quarterfinals last season. So hopefully we can get the job done and we can have the same result as what happened last season in the quarterfinals as well. Now, in terms of permutations on the semi-finals, Real Madrid and Chelsea, they're going to do battle on Tuesday. We play on Wednesday, so we will know who we'll have in the semi-final should we get there. Do keep an eye out on the other games happening in the Champions League. You've got Bayern Munich taking on Villarreal on Tuesday as well. So potentially one of them goes through. Could have big permutations on who City potentially, if we get there, could play in the final. And Liverpool, Benfica playing at the same time as Manchester City. So I'll keep you up to date as we do the live watch along with the score from that game. Liverpool in a very strong position. Bayern Munich have got a lot of work to do. Real Madrid are in a very good position in their game against Chelsea, going 24 hours before us. So I reckon it'll be Real Madrid going through, Liverpool going through. So the ones to be decided is what can Bayern do against Villarreal, and then what happens here in this pretty close nip and tuck game where it's just a slender advantage, but an advantage nonetheless to Manchester City. In terms of the final, we'll be at the end of May in Paris. But before we even start thinking about that, we've got a job to be done here first. Now, anyone going to Madrid, enjoy yourself, have a great time. 4,000 Blues descending on the capital of Spain, a sold out away end. It's going to be a great atmosphere. Have a great time to anyone that's going. If you can't go and you're wanting to watch this game in the UK, it is being broadcast live on BT Sport. And if you can't tune in to the game, or you wanted to come and tune in and see what's happening with regards to Manchester City through my channel, then I will be doing my live stream watch along, of course, for you guys to enjoy. I will be live at 7:30 PM BST on Wednesday, April 13th. Link will be out later on today for you to go and set your reminders for, so I will see you guys for that live watch along. Destiny, though, it's in our own hands. All we need to go and do is grab it. Champions League semi-final place on the line. Let's go and get it done, boys. So there we go. That's been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. 100 likes once more is the aim. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below too, with your score and team prediction for this game. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 25k subscribers is the aim. Now less than 300 subs away from 23,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. watching. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, go and check out today's video sponsor, kitbag.com. Details, links and everything, they're all in the description. Go and get the very latest Manchester City merchandise for you guys to go and enjoy. Go and press and use my link that I put in my description. If you want to go and get anything over there, then that would be much appreciated. They've got lots of good deals for you guys to go and check it out. Not just City stuff as well, lots of footballing stuff, so do go and check it out if it is something that interests you or you're interested in collecting merchandise and shirts and things like that. Then go and check it out, and I'll see you all again very soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.